and that is a son, and his name forever and forever is David. And not just a David, the David of biblical faith. And when he stands before you, you know him. Instantly you know him, and you know who you are, and then you are the Father. So what does he call the Father? The Father makes the claim in the 89th Psalm, I have found David, with my holy oil I have anointed him. He shall cry unto me, thou art my Father, my God, and the rock of my salvation. So he equates the Father with God and with the rock. And who is it? It is David, who could speak to one who sees him as his son, and he knows that the one who is looking at him is his father, and knows that is the rock out of which I came. That he himself went through hell to produce me. It was the Father who all along was my adversary. He was God. He was the rock that beset me, that deceived me, and still fashioned me. And how did he fashion me? He fashioned me into the very likeness of himself. For the Son is the image of the Father. For we are told in the first chapter of Hebrews that he is the express image of the invisible God. He radiates and reflects the glory of God and bears the express image of his person. So I am fashioning, and I have completed him. He is beautiful. Beautiful beyond measure when you look into his face. But he comes only at the end of time. Not what the world thinks today, the world is coming to an end. No world's coming to an end. A man who can't afford to pay his rent, a man who cannot afford to feed his children, he will have the whole thing come to an end. For that's a painful, painful existence when he has to go home and face his wife, who originally admired him because he could bring home the bacon, as it were. And now there's no work. And he comes home empty-handed. And the children are hungry, and they don't know why. Well, multiply it, not in our fabulous land, but multiply that the world over and see what really is on earth. This is the adversary. And yet it is done in love. The being who is doing it is love, all love. But he puts you through the furnaces for his own sake, he does it. For my own sake. For how should my name be profaned? My glory I will not give to another. And the glory of God is God himself. So he cannot give himself to another. He must make the other himself. So here, our God is a God of salvation. And to God the Lord belongs escape from death. But he will not let me escape, because he and I are one. When you see me, you see my Father. So he will not let himself escape from the task that he gave himself to do until he completes it. Not until the very end, when he can say, I have finished the race. I have fought the good fight. I have kept the faith. Faith with whom? Faith with himself. He pledged himself. He would not break the dream until he completed the dream. For this is a dream. This whole vast world is a dream. And he is dreaming the dream. And in the end he will awake from the dream. And when he awakes, he is God the Father. For God dwells in you. And his name forever and forever is I am. So bear in mind that the Christ of Scripture and the Christ that people mention morning, noon, and night is their own wonderful human imagination. And he who loves you beyond measure is still your own adversary. But in the end, he will embrace you. In the end, he will embrace you and you will fuse. You were his emanation, yet his wife, till the sleep of death is past. In the end, the two cease to be two and they become one. For two is division, two is conflict. But in the end, they will not be two. He will leave all and cleave to his wife. and they become one. That's a beautifully stated statement in that second chapter of Genesis, right in the beginning.